Hey, it's the God Awful Gospel Hour, and we're streaming from the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon, or the bridge of the Enterprise.
My penis hole.
Josh is my co-pilot right now. He's my Chewbacca.
Fucking tail gunner. Sense. Ooh, what's the E skill? None.
Yeah, I don't have anything because it's brand new. It's like this is in this part of the game when you're playing Rebirth, you already have like 50 spells, and in the original game you don't have shit.
I'm grinding you. I'm gonna grind you. The first time I played this, I was trying to save at Junon, and I ended up accidentally doing all the little girl shit.
Yeah.
I was just trying to save, but you don't have a tent, do you? Does the tent save in this, or is it just?
You just save on the field. I think you can save right now.
Okay. Yes, I believe you're right. Perfect. Lovely. In the woods, we didn't get Yuffie yet. Did you find Yuffie yet? She's not in your party.
Ooh, they might not let me play the game. YouTube TV might not let me broadcast the game alongside this.
What?
I was trying to broadcast
the mini game. Oh, the baseball game.
The baseball game with it too. I don't think I can do that.
I got a penis in my butt.
Yeah, I'm not broadcasting the game audio.
Streaming
I am
from the
just
bridge.
broadcasting. Oh yeah, I need to unmute the
Did you hear about Garth Brooks?
About he was accused of rape?
Rape allegations.
What is going on?
Where are the bodies,
rape?
Garth? Tom Segura is vindicated.
Oh man, I bet there's in a month when they finally film or make the episode of Your Mom's House that happened today.
About the current events in the future.
Yeah. Because do they still bank like all their episodes?
Yeah, time warped because Christina got cancer and started crying or whatever. I mean, I always knew. I'm gonna be a woman right now and say I
always knew there was something.
I'm the lady from the dating game movie.
Yeah, you're Anna Kendrick.
I told everyone and no one listened to me because I'm
Yeah.
a woman, and lives could have been saved if anyone had just listened to a woman. But no. Ted Bundy is now gonna rape the world. That sounded fine.
You can hear yourself?
Yeah, I turned it up. It sounded normal.
I'm curious about the range of the
Better without the echo.
Yeah, because they're both coming in instantly to the computer. And they go through the mixer downstairs, so like our normal.
You started saying X yet?
No.
Still will never.
No, I'm never going to say that.
Never.
Never.
Isn't that his kid's name?
Yeah, he's obsessed with the letter X like a freaking autistic retard.
In trains.
Yeah.
Tunnels. With trains.
Yeah, YouTube TV doesn't let me. Well, I guess I can't be a pirate. I can't be an illegal provider of game streams. Like actual sports game streams.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll turn that one on. And we're just broadcasting Final Fantasy VII. I went and got Street Fighter.
I studied the HD remix?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Udon. I talked to a guy from TikTok live on the Pro server in a way that I didn't know that we could. He was asking me to say found it, figured out how to do it, joined, and then turned my mic on. I was like, "What's up, homie?" And then he turned his mic on,
Yeah.
and we were doing all the jokes about Ghost of Yotai, about how she came to silent. And I told him about the first time I got into online gaming because of GTA 4, Chopper versus Chopper.
Yeah.
And it was cool. I did not know that you could do that. But this is the first time
I
I've
didn't
ever
know that you could do that either.
done live
But it makes sense. I mean, there's been that kind of stuff for.
fan engagement on my phone through the PSN app in my earbuds. I went to the phone room
It
at
is
the
the
office.
21st century of technology.
Yeah, and banks still don't know that I bought dinner until 5 days later on my credit card, and I get double charged at the fucking bar. So, for some of us, it's 2024, and for others,
You still have to mail checks.
so to balance your checkbook on paper because using the word bank.
You have Velocity.
Yeah.
Velocity shouldn't take that.
I got you. Because I went to orientation at work earlier.
Yeah, I get paid way earlier. I get paid like Tuesday.
I guess Tifa has the biggest audience out of anybody on video. All of the big videos that people post on the Reddit of honing the hardest dudes is for her.
Yeah.
She's a fighter. I guess fighter's the best class. I don't know. For fighting, I would assume, I guess. And she's hot. Hot to look upon.
Isn't that funny? How like, when the character is hot, people like her.
Top selling game of all time in Korea.
Did you see the trade articles that came out today grappling with the fact that all the franchises suck? There's one by James Hibbard in Hollywood Reporter, and the title is Disney Bad at Making Star Wars? And it was him struggling to just take that last step.
We're sorry.
Yeah, because he said all their problems, but then he tried to spin it as they're still good and they're still making money. Obviously, it's like there's certain opinions that you're not allowed to have in mainstream Hollywood, especially for everyone Hollywood Reporter. And then there was a Variety article about toxic fandoms and the threat of toxic fandoms whenever the people who are making whatever they're a fan of piss them off by. And they didn't say this, but this is the obvious answer. Making a bad show or making a bad movie.
It's not a real threat, though. It's a threat to their wallet.
Yeah.
Just like the threat of
Well,
getting cancer.
they brought in the typical stories of racist harassment for the black women that they cast. Oh, you got people. Or,
Yes. Bullshit. There's something special about it, right?
you beat her.
I didn't get to say the right word for the question.
Yeah. It was hard. It's so long since I played.
I can look it up. I had to do it last time. Issues in the book with someone. She's the slave girl in the woods. Make her work for you.
Early? It seems like it's early to get I don't remember getting her June on it. Guess you can do it.
Like when you get canceled, you're not.
Yeah.
You haven't been hurt. You just lose money. I mean, I guess if you lose your job, you can't eat, so you starve.
Right.
So that's a threat of being canceled.
Right. Well, I pasted it.
But Louis C.K. was able to continue to eat for quite some time. Technically canceled. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
What do I say to her? Yuffie questions. All right. Uh-oh, what am I supposed to do? Okay, talk to her. Can't believe I lost.
Man.
Juno area. 12-point chance. Answer her questions as follows. You spiky-headed jerk, not interested. You're pretty scared of me. Petrified.
Yeah, you basically do the same thing to her in the Rebirth. You say the same thing.
Petrified. I'm really gonna leave. Really. Wait a second. My problem is the prompts. I end up getting too thumb boner crazy and hitting the button too many times and accidentally say the wrong answer. You want me to go with you? That's right.
It is not acceptable to call my thumbs retarded. That's a bad word.
Alright, I'll go with you. Let's hurry. How many fucking questions did she ask? Thank you. And I get to name her Forest Whore. Young Woods Slut. Oh, I just say yes. Without doing accidentally another letter. What's enter? Space, delete, select.
Yeah.
Like a Nintendo. Select. What are we calling this show?
This is still just a god awful stream.
Master Penis Theater.
Yeah.
National
Falcon Cast.
National Lampoon Tank. What's up with Eddie Lacy?
DUI?
Yeah, I don't care about football. I just care about sex and rape shit related to football. He was arrested for extreme DUI.
So he must have been way over the limit.
He got drunk off of Mountain Dew and vodka. Extreme DUI.
Blood alcohol is 20.20 or more.
Damn, that's something to shoot for, huh? It's good to have goals.
Yeah. I told you what I was, right? I was .076. Which is below the limit.
And they still got you?
They still charged me with it, and then my lawyer just basically got it deferred education. I had to pay my lawyer $4,000.
You didn't have prepaid legal?
No, not when I was 28.
Oh, I did. As soon as I really. And then even when I didn't have a job, I got like some retainer thing.
Really?
Through the same company.
Yeah.
Because when I left that job, they gave me like the Cobra for the insurance.
Yeah.
And everything else. They were like, you can stay on your benefits. And I was like,
Oh, yeah.
to keep legal because I have lots of legal problems.
He was blood alcohol 20 or more. He hasn't played since 2017, but yeah. It's not a Garth Brooks, it's not a rape accusation. It's not something awesome like that.
I just like extreme DUI.
Yeah, extreme DUI is nice.
Mountain Dew Red, extreme.
Extreme DUI.
DUI.
Alright, so is Disney bad at Star Wars? An analysis. There's an exchange in Star Wars The Force Awakens when Rey and Finn are fleeing from stormtroopers and searching for a way to escape. Rey spots the legendary Millennium Falcon, declares it to look like garbage, and then reconsiders. The garbage will do. Increasingly, that's the attitude some fans have about Disney's Star Wars programming.
Star Wars quote.
AKA Josh.
Yeah.
Look, we all know this isn't fantastic anymore, but Star Wars is still Star Wars, and therefore it will do. To be fair, Disney's Star Wars shows... Oh, this is him trying to, spin it positive. They remain far from space junk. Have you seen The Acolyte? Their titles typically get glowing reviews from critics that generate box office returns and streaming ratings that other studios would envy, though at a high cost. That's in a completely unnecessary thing that contradicts everything else he says in this article. Let's run through their legacy today. 5-movie franchise that was halted after its box office returns trended in the wrong direction. 6 live-action TV shows, just one of which has been a multi-season hit. A startling number of projects put in development and then abandoned, like starships on Braca. What's Braca? Is that some new Disney Star Wars planet? And one wildly ambitious role-play hotel that closed after a little more than a year. It raises a question: is Disney kind of bad at Star Wars? And so blah blah.
Has anyone ever been good at Star Wars for more than one movie?
Yeah, George Lucas barely. And even in the middle of the first two, they had the holiday special. Well,
Empire, he didn't do it.
Yeah, but the other guys were really, really good at it. The other people who made that movie were really good at it. They were the best at it.
But Star Wars, A New Hope sucked. His wife had to come fucking fix it.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that Star Wars has always been a collaboration, and it has to be the right collaboration.
Irvin Kershner and Lawrence Kasdan are the best at Star Wars.
And Gary Kurtz. Yeah. So basically, it talks about how Force Awakens made $2 billion, Last Jedi dropped to $1.3 billion, and Rise of Skywalker barely made $1 billion.
Sounds
But
like
you're not-
Louis C.K. getting canceled.
Yeah, it's
oh
not
no,
going-
I lost
Not going in the right
one of
direction.
my billions.
Yeah. When the third entry in your trilogy, launching a new franchise, sells half as many tickets as the first, you probably made a wrong turn somewhere. And then he was like, Rogue One made $1 billion, but then Solo flopped, and I still say Solo flopped because of The Last Jedi.
What do they do to revitalize things? They bring it back down to street level, like Nolan's Batman, and make it gritty.
That's what The Mandalorian was, and then they had to turn that into like their cinematic universe because Kathleen Kennedy can't leave well enough alone.
Just trying to milk it.
Yeah, and they list off all the people who've been who have supposedly been making trilogies and movies and all that never happened. Rian Johnson, the Game of Thrones idiots, Patty Jenkins, Colin Trevorrow, Damon Lindelof, David Goyer, Josh Trank, Guillermo del Toro, Taika Waititi, Kevin Feige. None of that stuff ever happened.
They should hire that Kai Patterson guy. Let's get a remedy.
A batch of projects are still in the works. James Mangold is developing Dawn of the Jedi feature. Sean Levy is working on an untitled film. Jenkins' Rogue Squadron was resurrected this year, supposedly. And Lindelof's feature starring Daisy Ridley has shifted to director Charmin Obaid-Chinoy. It's uncertain which of these, if any, will be made. And it's looking like the Rey movie's not going to happen. And then talking about the shows, he tries to say that Obi-Wan was likable enough despite some weak sequences, aka 86% of the show. Then he's talking about how Andor was good, it was expensive, critics and fans loved it. It's the best review.
With the little girl, because she was cute.
Yeah. Andor's ratings, but it got low ratings. And then Ahsoka received positive reviews and a mixed reaction from fans. And The Acolyte, where, of course, had the most diverse cast with several female leads. And it cost $180 million, although now there's been new tax documentation showing it actually costs like $225 million.
Maybe The Force Awakens made so much money because they went to their room and thought about it for a while first. There was a decade before they made that. Maybe episode 1 did so good because they went to the room and thought about it for a little bit. It was a decade. Decades between Return of the Jedi and
it was just the hype. It was the people desperate for a new Star Wars.
Yeah, they're trying to shove the gay media down my throat again.
The Acolyte received largely positive critic, but it sparked a raging culture war battle that once again exposed the ugly side of online fandom.
Raging battle.
The Acolyte's backlash and criticism is difficult to parse as many fans detail their creative objections to the show's storytelling and its bold take on Jedi lore. Just because we didn't like this, just because we didn't like this doesn't mean we're racist, basically. Some other Acolyte bashers were, well, clearly racist. So, racism.
Against who? The people from the Chinese planet?
No
one's ever been there.
The Acolyte's premiere ratings were the lowest to date. It was impossible for Disney to spin this one. It's not getting a season 2. The cancellation has been portrayed by some defenders as baffling, even conspiratorial, but the show's ratings, trend, and reception point to a pragmatic decision on the studio's part. So see how he admits what's going on, but then also has, but there's also racist. Also, they're still doing pretty good. I mean, they're still making money, you know. Then they talk about Skeleton Crew.
They're hoping to get a second season out of that.
Hanging over all this is the increasing suspicion that the company may have wrung out the rag, creatively speaking, on storylines cold from Lucas's original trilogy and its prequels. Even the Acolyte's haters should give the show credit for telling a story that's far removed from the Skywalker saga.
Kathleen Kennedy reference? Wrung out the rag?
Yeah.
Making fun of women.
This isn't entirely Disney's fault, but it's one of the challenges moving forward. How do you make Star Wars feel fresh and new while still feeling like Star Wars and not, say, Rebel Moon, by writing a good show and a good movie?
Make it good.
Just make it good. So basically he's getting right up to just like they don't know what they're doing. There needs to be different people in charge. There needs to be actual writing talent. So basically, is Disney bad at Star Wars? On balance, no. See, he can't admit it. He just absolutely cannot admit it. And then there was the one about the toxic fandom where they had to mention a few.
There's another one of those Austin articles about the bro culture. Elon Musk. They're called bro saviors.
Yeah.
It was written by a dude. It's probably a gay guy. I couldn't read it now.
What was it for? What?
Bro saviors.
Was it Austin Chronicle?
No.
Since a dude writing for the Austin Chronicles down in Disney.
I had an illustration of Joe Rogan and Elon Musk.
And don't get me wrong, I don't like that they live here.
I don't feel like they're gonna save me. They're not bro saviors. But again, it's the same thing. This culture wouldn't exist if it wasn't for the opposition. You don't fuck with white dudes, we'll start a war. We love war. Oh boy, a war. Let's do it. So PDD promised to ban women from his home if he's released from jail.
Yeah, that's not the one you need to worry. That's not what you need to worry about.
Yeah, it's all little boys.
Yeah, it's men that need to worry about.
Maybe it was the little boys' moms that got him in trouble.
The baby oil was not for vaginas.
He's again trying to like make himself look straight while he's under all this gay scrutiny.
Yeah.
These women are telling on me, these bitches. Like, I haven't read anything about any girls with me at that house. The freak offs.
Actually, I think it's just everything. Anything goes.
Yeah.
Seems just like
Whose hole am I in the dark? Let me turn off the lights and guess the hole.
They said it's like something like 150 different people accusing him.
It's like Tupac. He's one of America's greatest poets.
Right. Yeah. So it's such poetry as yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Did you hear about Black Down syndrome, Bobby?
Oh, is there one?
Yeah.
We gotta buy it. We gotta get it for the god awful shelf, dude.
I think we should play Elf on the Shelf with it around the house.
Yeah.
For Christmas time.
Hell yeah, dude.
Go around the house and see if you can find black retard Barbie. And you get a piece of candy.
Oh my god, we have to buy that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Tom Segura said she looks just like she was black and Korean.
Black retard.
Oh, the comments are great. All the black people are like, stop, we don't need this. We didn't ask for this. How a dog gonna be retarded? I guess there was already a Down syndrome Barbie. So some of the sympathies and people that are standing up for people that didn't ask for help are saying, well, if we're gonna have retard Barbie, everyone needs to be represented.
She looked just like me.
Yeah. That is not my job. I am on and ready.
This one right here?
Maybe. I didn't look at it yet.
Barbie Fashionistas doll.
With Down syndrome?
With Down syndrome?
Okay. Black tar Barbie.
Oh my god, where to buy? It's $11 on Amazon. $11 at Walmart.
Sweet. Elf on the Shelf. A selfie on the Elfie on the Shelfie. She's beautiful. Don't dare say anything bad.
Designed to reflect the world kids see today.
Okay. What about Nabeen?
Yeah. Poor Nabeen.
No arms and no legs.
Poor boy.
The high ground. Talk Tua is the #3 podcast in the world.
That's we are in the
She's our competition. She's our contemporary.
yeah.
We have to treat her like a respected colleague now. So her podcast got huge because she talked about how crazy she gives blowjobs. So we should talk about how we eat pussy, and then we'll get famous. But she's very rude to the penis, and I want to be nice to the vagina. I'm gonna just be with it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell it how smart it is. Tell it that it has good Star Wars ideas.
Right.
Just talk to the vagina.
You're right. Those other vaginas at work are being bitches.
I'm not trying to spit on that thing. I'm trying to respect the pussy. Maybe your vagina's so smart. No girl ever wants to hear that. Your pussy's so respectable.
You have
and
a smart vagina.
This is such an intellectual. I should put some glasses on it, like the retarded Barbie.
Yeah. Yeah. You heard the story about I think it was a Reddit comment where the guy's girlfriend wanted him to talk dirty to her, and he was so awkward he didn't know what to do. So as he was fucking her, he was like, "Yeah, you like that, you fucking retard."
Stupid dumb whore. What? That's good, right?
Bitch.
Did you get a chocobo yet? We need Esau greens. Do you have any?
I think I might have some. Check my inventory.
You got that loco weed. We need to go back to the thing of the ranch and buy some. I don't know if we can get back over there.
You have to go back to the cave.
Yes.
Like, how do you get from? There's no fast travel at this point on the PlayStation game.
Well, Well, you get a little car after Junon, right? The river car? The river crossing car?
Dune buggy, right? I don't think you can use it to get back to Midgar area.
What were those things called in the Middle Ages that they took money from people for sinning?
Indulgences.
Indulgences. So I think that started when civilization formed and people stopped killing each other for food.
Okay.
Because the religion was formed to try to stop people from murdering each other because of envy and etc.
Yeah.
So once people started just being cool and normal, there wasn't so much sin. So they had to make up new sins like bad thoughts, and masturbating, so they could bust you for, being suspected of being a whore and you wear the scarlet letter. Because the church wasn't making any money because nobody was murdering. So they were like, we have to come up with new sins. So when I was a teenager and in my 20s and stuff, I was busy with work and friends and life, and I wasn't really doing a lot wrong. But I still had religion in me, and I was like, am I sinning? I don't remember. I can't remember the last time I sinned. I haven't done a sin that I can remember. I don't envy anyone. I don't bear anyone ill will. I don't want to hurt anybody.
Right.
I live in a society. I've never been in a big fight with anybody. I get along with all my friends. I was like, the only thing I can think of that I do wrong is jerking off, and I don't even really think that's wrong, but
doesn't feel wrong. You know what I'm saying?
I should just keep jerking off so that Jesus died for something.
Yeah. You went all the way up on that cross for nothing?
He saved me from my sins, but I'm not sinning, so I guess I could make up something just like the church.
Right.
I want you to... it's Jewish guilt. Jewish masturbation, existential, sexual anxiety.
It's
guilt.
like the opposite of sin double jeopardy. Like if you get sent to jail for a crime and you didn't commit it, then you get to commit that crime.
Yeah.
Because they can't do double jeopardy.
That's also like when you leave a shopping cart out at the grocery store, and you don't put it in the away.
Yeah.
And then you leave, and you go, well, that's someone's job to put. So I'm stimulating the economy by if that guy wouldn't have anything to do if I didn't leave the shopping. Jesus is the 15-year-old HEB employee that just needs to put carts away.
I'm pretty sure
Please
Clay
jerk off so I can forgive him something.
I'm pretty sure Clay would swat you for doing that, because he hates it whenever people don't put the carts up.
No, I usually park near the thing, so it's not hard to.
Yeah.
I park near the cart bay, so I can just put it up. Yeah, stimulating the religious
that's cool. I
economy.
recognize all these enemies. I guess they really did take all the enemies from the game and put them from this game and put them in the remake.
Do you remember Denver the Last Dinosaur?
Denver?
Yeah.
No.
They had a cool little theme song. Denver.
The cartoon?
Yeah.
I never.
One of those lost 90s cartoons.
Was it a 90s cartoon?
Mixed up with everything else. It was radical. It was rollerblading.
Oh, okay.
And he was a kid. It was like Encino Man, but a dinosaur. Like they were all friends with this prehistoric thing.
Yeah.
That's one of those things where I'm not even sure if it's real unless I look it up. I could be. Maybe I dreamt it. I feel like I saw it.
Denver the Last Dinosaur. Let's see.
I feel like I saw it on TV a lot of times.
Watch, it's going to be something from like 1970s.
He's my friend and a whole lot more. Denver the Last Dinosaur. Shows me a world I never saw before. Yeah, that's real, right?
Ran for 2 seasons. It was part of the dinosaur boom, but it was nationally syndicated 88 through 88 through 90.
Okay, yeah. See, I was 11, 12, 13, so that's right when I quit caring.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it was kind of around the Land Before Time. I don't remember ever watching it.
Can you put on the theme song on the broadcast? Is that possible?
Yeah, I should be able to do that.
Is that stealing? Are you stealing if you do that? Stealing from the old Jew that wrote that song in 1997?
Morty
That's
Silverstein.
my song and you stole it!
I'm Morty Silverstein. I wrote the song.
I wrote Denver the Last Dinosaur.
There we go. Denver the Last Dinosaur intro.
We have the technology. We can rebuild it. We can make it stronger.
I muted my microphone, so I didn't really.
Well, you're probably echoing anyway.
Yeah, you can probably hear me from over there.
Yeah, they're picking you. You were making it move.
Okay, cool. It's making doing lo-fi shit now, so I'm gonna stop that. I'm gonna mute my audio. I'm gonna move us back over here. Final Fantasy. Back to Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy. C'est bon.
Alright, here's the cave. I can't find things in this game without doing the whole perimeter of the map.
Yeah. Get rid of my YouTube. I have the game on.
Remember I was talking to you about going to temple for a day
Yeah.
to get away?
As he sounds, he's
Shit,
just
hang
dealing
on.
with
It's
the
way
neck.
too late.
So he's looking to see what happened.
Going to Temple for a day for networking purposes.
No, just to get a break from being a dad and a husband and an employee.
So you're gonna go be a Jew as your break?
I'm gonna go have no one need me or know me.
Yeah.
I want to go where no one needs me or know me,
Yeah.
knows me for 8 hours. And I want to go somewhere I've never been before, so I can kind of like.
So
It'll
you
be interesting.
Never been a Jewish temple. You need to take that guy.
Temple, Texas.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Temple, Texas?
Yeah, it's nothing. It sucks.
That's great. That's what I want. I want it boring. They have a coffee shop? So I
Yeah,
can
but
look all
it's
this
a
shit up.
Starbucks. They have like 4 Starbuckses. I'm
There's
sure.
no mom and pops, anything there?
I probably.
I guess I
shitty-
want a town big enough to have a record store. It has to be a town that's big enough to have a record store, so I can go flip through records.
I'm trying to think. It's just like that is the absolute wrong direction to go. Just get away from things.
Yeah.
So you don't want to go towards Dallas.
Well, I was thinking another thing I could do is just come over here
That's always an option.
for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Especially on a Wednesday when you're at work, I could be completely alone.
You have never, like all the time that we were working from home, you have never just brought your laptop over here and worked downstairs to get away from it all.
I did once, I fell asleep. It didn't work. So I need to have the day off because I might fall asleep.
Right.
And this is just as private as Temple. No one knows
Yeah.
me, no one needs me. And I could probably eat those chocolates, you know?
Yeah.
Because otherwise I don't have
Well,
8
yeah,
hours.
In that case, you do not want to be in Temple. You want to be in like Wimberley or something, somewhere cool.
Well, I want to feel safe too. I feel safe here, tripping balls.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, you could still go to Wimberley and like walk along the river and have
Yeah.
a nature times.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Well, I mean, yes, I have been there. But I know I like Wimberley, so I probably would enjoy it. I wouldn't see anything new or
Right.
different that I've never seen before. It's so small. But I was thinking about why I want to do this. And, you know, how about I want to be where no one knows me or needs me.
Yeah.
But then I also have like identity crisis when my wife goes, "It's fine, I got it," because the implication is I don't need you. So the ideal of being a husband and
What do you-
father is to be useful and be needed, but only a certain amount. When it's too much, like I'm picky about the amount.
You have got to figure out how to short circuit that retard emotional reaction of she doesn't need me because your wife.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There is no universe in which she doesn't need
No,
you.
they would all die if I quit working.
Yeah, yeah. You have, as a matter of fact, what you have to do is you have to puncture that delusion in her.
Yeah. I also have an adverse reaction to it because of this Jewish
Yeah, Jewishness.
upbringing. I don't like being guilt tripped. It's fine, I've got it. I'll just lie here in the dark. Ew.
Yeah. I wish the Lord
So
would
I want to
take
be
me.
needed and useful, but for some reason I want to go somewhere where nobody needs me or knows me at all for
right.
just 8 hours.
Right.
And then I can reset and be ready to be needed and useful. I like opening the can of pickles for
Yeah.
people. I can do that. What is this? Oh, I gotta climb this. Yeah, shout out Treezilla T-Mac. He's the Ghosto guy I talked to today on using
Nice.
technology.
Nice.
Using old man technology I didn't know was possible. I was like, whoa, I can talk to you on my phone while you're on the play. I was talking to him through my phone to his PlayStation, I think. That was kind of cool.
Imagine if we had just a setup like this when we were 24, before, like whenever you just lived with a bunch of dudes.
Yeah.
This could have been like every night, just
Yeah.
like sitting, chilling,
The whole
microphones
show
in
would
front
be
of us.
making fun of Sean.
Yeah, right.
We could have had so much content of just busting Sean's balls
Yeah, yeah.
publicly. But that's all we said and did all the time anyway. You know what I was thinking about him? That you said you guys should have kicked his ass or something. He was our sin eater. We never turned on each other. When we were annoyed
Right.
with each other, we just started talking shit about him. And it made us love each other more. So he was the pain demon of the house.
Well, all that you put in him, he used to destroy the lives of multiple people here in Austin. I can tell you that much.
We unleashed him upon the
Yeah.
same way I made that lady with the tits think that she was interesting.
Right. Right. Dude, so the other day I went to Madame Mam's and got a takeout order, brought it back home, and so I picked up the bag and I turned around, and as I was walking out the door towards the door, I was trying to check to see if they gave me my Madame rolls. I couldn't feel them in the bag, and I was distracted. And as I was walking toward the door, a woman was walking in, and she held the door open for me, but I was like all involved with the bag.
That's what I call my wife's hips. Madam rolls.
And as I walked through the door, and I didn't acknowledge her or anything, and she goes, "You're welcome." And
Oh,
they shut
shit.
the door.
You got beeped.
And I didn't even realize it had happened until the door was already closed, because I was still so oh, there they are. You know, I realized I had the Madam rolls right then, and I realized I just missed the opportunity to do one of my the things on my bucket list.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to tell a woman, okay, change your tampon.
Nice.
I could have come back with that if I'd have been in the zone, but I was distracted.
I open doors for so many bitches that don't say shit.
I know.
And you can't be snarked about it.
I think that doing the little bitchy "you're welcome" thing at somebody, it doesn't mitigate it cancels out holding the door open for him in the first place.
Yeah, you opened the door for her because she's a lady, and then she displayed unladylike behavior.
Yeah.
So you don't have to be a fucking gentleman anymore. How come the dog is the only one that can hurt this guy? And where do I go now? Because I'm lost.
Where are you?
I'm in the cave trying to get to the other side so I can get a chocobo bow.
There's no maps, right?
No. The maps are.
You have to just keep going.
Game Pro magazine.
You have to keep going the opposite, the way that you haven't gone yet.
Okay.
You have to be able to get Guy Greens somewhere besides just the Chocobo Ranch.
Get Guy what?
Guy Greens.
Is that how you say it? I thought it was Gisal.
Well, I like to say Gysol because it sounds gayer.
I feel like guys. Oh, that's cool. Let's do that. Do something that hurts everybody. Speed drink, hypergravable. Does that hurt? Yes.
This is Demi. I never use any of those items.
I know. I'm only doing it because of the stream. I never thought to. Do you want to start a fan Discord? All the kids that like the show are like Discord age. From what I can tell. They all use it. I'm not super aware of Discord culture as much as you are.
If you clip this,
Okay.
and pose the question and see if anybody replies.
Okay. Who's our biggest fans, and would you want to help run the Discord? Because it needs to be fan run.
There's going to be a nice list of banned phrases and words that you are not allowed to say on the god awful Discord.
Acolyte is awesome. You can't say acolyte
can't-
is good.
No, you can absolutely say that, and I'll be on there, and I will make you want to end your life with my arguments.
Sam Talent today said that he infuriates him when American people say cheers instead of thanks,
Yeah.
and to co-opt British culture, and I do that sometimes, so now I'm so afraid to ever meet him, because I say that when I'm being. Plus, what do you do if you want to clink drinks with someone? A toast to your health, sir.
You just don't say anything. You just clink the drinks.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, this is where I thought I hadn't been before, and it goes me in a circle.
You need to say something like "Dick sucks, ain't cheating."
Yeah.
That's what you say instead of cheers.
Something American. God damn it.
Yeah, that was just a treasure chest. So you either go through that little thing, which have you already come out of that place?
Yeah.
Then you go down to the bottom.
Yeah. I keep running into these fucking dudes. I think you can only use magic on them. Or maybe limit break.
Grease lightning.
Jesus and Mary Chain and the Psychedelic Furs are touring.
Yeah.
and I got so excited. 'Cause
Isn't that called the male pattern baldness tour?
yeah. They posted the schedule. I got so mad. I feel like I'm being personally attacked, like you, when things don't go my way.
There's not even any in Texas. What's the closest?
I gotta fucking go to Denver.
Oh, on October 26th?
Yeah,
You ought to.
I know. I'd love to. I like Denver.
We could do a
We could go
God
to
Awful on the road. We can
Comedy
go for
Works.
we can go for like 2 nights.
If you want me to watch me be a girl and sing along with every word of every song, I love both of those bands so much. Road trip.
Do you have $600? That's probably how much it would cost.
The Oasis tickets are $400 at the cheapest,
Yeah.
standing not in
Yeah.
front of them. The standing seats that are way back.
It might be time to call in some things from some people who maybe owe you some money.
Yeah.
Some family members who maybe should, owe you reparations for all the trauma,
Yeah.
possibly.
That's how all my cars have been fixed.
Yeah.
For 15 years. My dowry.
Yeah, all right.
My dowry has run out.
Yeah.
I need one of my kids to become a doctor. There was a shot of Hideo Kojima playing Death Stranding 2 today.
Yeah.
With the main menu. And one of the options on the main menu is recap Death Stranding 1, which is going to be like a 7-hour video.
Yeah, right.
Before you play the game.
Dude, they took it off
here
Game
we go.
Pass.
Did it. But now
I
I
had
can't
it.
get out of here.
Yeah, you gotta.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
There's no way. You need a chocobo.
So I think you're kind of soft locked out of once you go through there
That's what
until you get through Junon or until you can find some Geisel greens. Geisel greens. How do you pronounce?
soft locked is what happens when I do too much cocaine and try to have sex.
Ah.
Soft locked out of the vagina. Because you make the bad decisions.
Does anyone know the proper pronunciation for Geisel greens? Yeah, people say Geisel, Gishal, Gizzle,
Takao.
Gishal. I always call them Geisel greens.
Well, you're supposed to be able to. So you haven't had a chocobo. You have to have had one to get through here.
Yeah, and then it goes away.
Well, you can't call them back.
No.
Isn't there a little whistle or something?
No, you can't. Once you jump off a chocobo, chocobo's gone for good.
So we have to either grind or progress the story.
Yes. Or just go into Junon and see if they sell Geisel greens anywhere.
Okay. Because you can't, yeah. Soft locked. Have you seen Crimson Desert yet? Yeah.
No.
I think you might like it. You should watch the video of it.
What is it?
It's a open world, free roam, medieval game. It looks really good. They've got huge monsters like Shadow Colossus. But then it has something I haven't seen in a game before. It has really cool looking duels with axes and magic and shit. But every town seems to have people that will roll up on you in this town square and be like, let's fucking fight. And then you can have a duel like in the middle of the town with all the people cheering around you.
It's only like. No, this is from 2023, and it's a.
Crimson Desert, I thought.
Oh, I typed Crimson Dawn.
Crimson Desert. Crimson Desert is a new game that comes out next year.
Well, it's not on Steam, so that means that it sucks.
No, it's not out yet.
No, it's not even. Doesn't even have a store thing on Steam. Is it going to be some retard console peasant game?
No, it's for everything.
Let me see. They don't even have platform listed.
This is the new game of our show. Here's something Josh thinks is cool, and see if Donnie says it's gay.
Just like good things. Don't like gay things. Yeah, it's like a bunch of. But it doesn't say what it's for.
Just make it good. It looks like it could be good. There's no way to know yet.
That's
those-
probably a way to know.
Those guys were in Dangerous in Dungeon. What's that called?
Mandrakes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the screamers. Had to bite the head off.
Yeah, don't you love how whiny the elf chick is the entire time? Oh, I can't go there.
Oh, she doesn't ever learn or change or grow or get better as a person because of finding out she's wrong over and over again. More realism. I like when things are real.
Oh man, she screws. She just keeps screwing things up the whole time. The whole like all the way through the season, she screws shit up.
But they die and come back, right? There's no real death in it.
Right, but things get things do get a little bit more serious.
Okay.
I just like listening to the guy talk about it. Saute the mushrooms for 20 minutes in butter.
It has a lot of good anime moments where people go, ha, ha, ha.
Yeah.
Ha.
I mean, yeah, it looks like it could be a cool like dragon type game. It's just it must be. I don't even how did you hear about it? Like, was it on one of the sites?
I'm not going to tell you because then you're going to hate it and me.
Oh, was it on something shitty?
It's on IGN. They were the first ones to get like a big gameplay video of it.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, that definitely means it's a.
Well, everybody has to participate in the game. You know, Trump is all mad and saying the election's not fair, and then he gets kicked out of just participating in politics and democracy because he didn't win the game. It's a dumb game. Everybody knows politics is a stupid, gay, fake game. Like, it's not new information. But when he loses now, he's saying it's rigged. It's always been rigged.
Yeah, also.
It's always been fake and gay.
But what's funny is that his way of saying that it's rigged and it's fake is not actually how it's rigged and it's fake.
Yeah.
That's what's so funny about it. Is that he's like he gets the sentiment right, but he points it in retard directions and conspirator directions.
Well, and he did all the things you're supposed to do to become president. He did pedophile shit and compromat and in international politics. So he thinks he should just get to have it because he did Epstein parties. But you also have to smile and shake hands and be nice and get along with people. And
yeah, but he got it once already, so.
And not be divisive.
It's like him. You telling him he's not presidential is like in Parks and Recreation when Ron Swanson gets an award for some political thing, and then later on he's being kind of an asshole, and Leslie tells him that's not the behavior of someone of an award winner, and he goes, everything I do is the behavior of an award winner because I have won an award.
Yes.
That's Trump. He's like, everything I do is presidential because I have been elected president before.
Isn't he the store? Do I have to stand over here to get
maybe.
Be a store? There we go.
Oh, it's a weapon guy.
No, he's got shit. He's got a tent.
No geese all
No
greens.
geese, no gay guy greens. Suck onto my dick, I'm a gay guy. The engaging story sucks you in. That's the opposite of gay media, shoving shit down your throat.
Apparently Junon is in Final Fantasy 14. Because like in Final Fantasy 14, you go to all the other Final Fantasies almost.
Okay. Yeah, that's what made it hard to search for Final Fantasy 16 stuff every time I was stuck.
Yeah.
Because it just automatically assumes you're talking about 14 because it's the most popular Mamorpagajiga.
Maybe we should play it on stream.
What, 14?
Yeah. Just
If you want to fucking pay every month for it, I'm not willing to pay every month for any game.
we play it over here. Play it over here. I can buy like maybe that'll be like an early 2024 thing that we do or 2025
instead of
thing.
Red Circle.
Yeah.
YouTube is more popular than I mean, how long are we gonna pay for audio if audio only has 40 people that like it after 2 years?
You still have to have it everywhere.
YouTube is free. TikTok is free. Or yeah, if we make money, we could do a Kickstarter. Please help us get Final Fantasy 14. We need money. That's very Trumpy though, because we both have full-time jobs and we have money. We can't act like we don't have money. It's how much is Final Fantasy? Is it like $10 a month or whatever?
Yeah, it's like 14 or 15 maybe at most. Might be 10. Also, I can probably get some good discounts through my sources.
We can play with Jason too, right? He's on there. Or one of the.
So Jason and Robert are both on there.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Party up and do some raids. I've never done any game like that.
Yeah.
I didn't do World of Warcraft or anything. Oh no, he's gonna kill everybody. Why did you kill me, mommy? Did you ever hear that on Dead Dudley and Bob?
Yeah.
I wonder what he's doing now. They're doing the Bob and Chewy show on the mornings now with Matt. They're doing real estate commercials for another real estate company. I bet that hurts poor Dudley's feelings real bad. Because he quit radio to do real estate. And they're doing real estate commercials for something completely else.
Somebody posted a video of how to pronounce Keesaw Greens, and it
How do they know?
is down.
Because of Yoshikoma Amatse said so?
They say it in some of the later games.
Okay. Oh, because they started talking words.
Yeah. Apparently somebody says it in Final Fantasy 13 too.
Suck onto my dick, I'm a gay guy. Adrian gave me a comedy mothership later.
What are these things?
Probably
They're
$8.
called jizzle pickles. You guys hate how I say jizzle though.
Likes it.
How do you say this? Geisel? Guys, I just like calling them jizzle pickles, okay?
Guys will love it.
Exactly, Rocky, exactly. There's no official pronunciation. You guys are probably wrong and I'm probably right. I bet it really is just.
Well, that's just some broad. That's 3 hours long. 3 hour long stream of I've been saying Keesaw Greens wrong this whole time.
I mean, I'm going to say jizzle.
Oh, they say it in
now.
Final Fantasy 16.
Okay. But is that... So does that retroactively now make it have been the correct?
So, although I don't like calling it Mako, I still call it Mako.
What's your
Mako
preferred
King.
name for the summons? Throughout all the time.
Like all of them?
There's Eidolons,
Oh,
Acons,
Espers probably.
Espers. Okay.
Espers. Because there's the dumbest one was Final Fantasy VIII when they were called Guardian Force.
Yeah.
GF.
That was them trying to be Harry Potter.
I guess.
I better save. I gotta go.
Alright.
Has this been a successful test?
Yeah, we can also stream up here on the
Test.
bridge in the cockpit
Okay.
with number 1 in daytime.